Here I am. Here I am. It's my theme song, Jay.
Here I am.
Hey.
Here I am. Here I am. Sorry I was late. Damn on.
Here I am. Here I am. Here I am. Hey. What's going on, everybody? It's your man, Simeon, a.k.a. Mr. Chicago, and I am in the building with the Real Talk Podcast. My sidekick isn't here today. The fly guy is traveling abroad, as I just came from traveling abroad. But I have a great show for you today. I have an awesome guest. This guy is a creator. He's talented. Ladies and gentlemen, Real Talk takes pride with showcasing and highlighting Chicago's talent. Tonight, joining the real conversation, we have award-winning writer, producer, actor, Jay Davis. Jay.
Hey, how you doing?
He's brought us things like the Creative Hustle series, all kinds of scary movies, comedies. The man is a genius when it comes to writing and entertaining people. Jay Davis. Welcome to the Real Talk Podcast with Simeon and the Chicago Fly Guy. I want to talk about the creative hustle. I want to talk about your life. I want to talk about what you've been doing.
Okay.
So say hi to everybody, first of all.
Hey, everybody. And before we get started, thanks for the intros. Real nice. Just looking over this flyer you sent me like 3 minutes ago, and it got you on it. Great picture. And it has like everything that you do. Role model, MC, TV host, radio host, teacher, and deacon.
That ain't me. That's Fly Guy.
He's a deacon?
Yeah, that's Fly Guy.
I'm like, I know you. I know goddamn well you ain't put deacon on here.
But you know what? I have to say one thing though, Jay. You know I am an ordained minister, right? I've been ordained. I come from over.
Simeon, I know you.
I know, but I'm just saying. Everyone is falling
that's
short.
What we're doing.
You know
no, we're
saying?
doing that today. All right. I'm 6'4" and light skinned. That's what we just throwing titles out. That's what I am right now. Man said he a minister of debauchery.
You definitely not 6'4". You definitely not light skinned. So we're gonna figure that one out pretty soon.
All right.
So, but yeah, man, it's a pleasure to have you on the show today, bro.
Hey man, appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
I'm gonna get right into it.
Okay.
I have a lot of questions for you, so I hope you're ready. I hope you got your thinking cap on, which I know you don't wear a lot, but we're going to get it on you today. So let's start it off like this. Mm-hmm. First of all, let me say congratulations on season 2 of the Creative Hustle series, and it's coming out in December 15th to be exact.
We're doing
a
premiere exclusive screening for everybody that's been waiting for it. There's first sneak peek of it before it actually hits a streaming platform.
Okay, well, let's get right into it, Jay. Talk to us about the culture of Creative Hustle, the show. What's the culture of the show?
The culture is uncensored sketch comedy, and it's all around talent, Chicago-based talent. Whether it's singing, whether it's poetry, comedy, stand-up comedy, sketch comedy, it's all in one melting pot, and it's live and in front of you.
Okay, cool. So I want to know about the initial vision for launching Creative Hustle. Like, what was the initial vision for launching this? What made it come about?
It was being bored during COVID and not trying to go outside and get sick. And so I was in the house and I went down a YouTube wormhole, and I was like, I ran into Robert Townsend's Partners in Crime, if anybody's old enough to remember that. And
I don't remember that.
as we doing this shit. All right. So he had a show where he had all these talented friends come out, and it featured stand-up comedy. He had sketch comedy and musical performances, and some like he launched careers of some stars that we know today. And so I was like, I think I can pull this off. I know a lot of talented people. I hit Omar up like, hey man, what do you think of this? And he was like, let's do it. So May of 2022, we planned it. And we did the live taping in September of 2022.
I remember you did it the weekend of my birthday.
Yeah. And so, everything, the first season was great. Had a good time. Great. It was better than my expectations.
So let's go back before we go further with season 2. Let's go back to season 1. When you got season 1 together, you partnered up with Omar and a few people, and you decided you were going to do this. Was that process hard or was it smooth?
It's never smooth. It's when you dealing with multiple creatives are crazy. Let's just put it out there. Creatives, something wrong with every creative or anyone who puts their talent out in the world. Something
Yes.
wrong with them. That's just what it is. And so dealing with multiple personalities, it was just a bit of it taught me a lot of patience with people.
Right.
And it's just like everybody is not like you. Everybody doesn't move the way you move. So it taught me patience and understanding. We're dealing with different talented people. But once the show was like complete, I was happy.
Okay. Okay.
But it was not an easy process.
And but the thing about it too, Jay, is that's cool. I tell people, and we know it's a cliche saying,
Mhm.
if it was easy, everybody would be doing it,
Exactly.
which is true. Because like you said, when we in this business, we do. I was fortunate enough, and or should I say, blessed enough to work with you. I've been working with you over the years,
Mhm.
and it's cool to see the process. But like you said, the people, the creatives, everybody has these different personalities, man,
Mhm.
and like people could be one way and turn
Yeah.
it off and be another way.
Mhm.
It's for you as a writer. What is it like for you? Because that means that you have to be crazier than us.
Yeah.
Because you have to write all these different parts.
Yeah.
What is what is that like?
It's nerve wracking because I put it out there. So nobody, this is for like just say stand ups. Every comedian, when they write a joke, they don't intentionally write a bad joke.
Exactly.
They don't go out there with like, oh, this is probably gonna fail. Everyone thinks it's great in their mind. And so when I write something, of course I think it's great. But that whole time, doubt comes in. There's a lot of time that goes from when you write it to when you shoot it to when it's done.
Mhm.
And so you like, it's cool at first, but I hope they like it. And it's just waiting that whole, I hope it's good enough because it's the best I can do right now. So I don't know
Yeah.
what to tell you.
Right.
Mhm.
And so let's go to two.
Mhm.
Drop a few gems on what we can expect from season 2.
A lot of your favorite Chicago comedians, singers are in season 2. And it's
Okay.
very big. Season 2 is like almost double the size of season 1.
Okay, cool. I'm looking forward to it, man.
Mhm.
So talk to us about the energy amongst the comedians that you've been working with. Like how is it? And I've been around it, so I understand it. But for the people watching, what is the energy like? What is it? Are there egos? Do they get along?
Mhm.
Is it a good time? What is it like?
Well, like doing like say in the green room, like the day of the taping, all the comedians were cool. They were all laid back, quiet. It was like quiet as hell. And they were like talking amongst themselves. And it was a good vibe. No egos. Everybody was just ready to, nobody didn't want to fail in front of people.
Exactly.
And so it was, the focus level was insane. So it was no joking around, no clowning. Everybody was locked in, ready to go. And it showed that everybody put on had a great performance.
And that's the cool thing about comedians, entertainers particularly. But when you are going to hit that stage live,
Yeah.
whether you're doing comedy, whether you're doing theater, whether you're hosting, whatever it is, when you're hitting that stage live,
Mhm.
man, all bets are off.
Oh, yeah.
This is live. It's not Memorex.
Yeah,
Ain't no cut. Ain't no do over.
Right.
It's hey, if I fall down, do I have the wherewithal to pick it up and keep going?
Right.
So yeah, so man, it's really cool to see what you're doing, guys. If you want to speak to Jay Davis or you want to get in on the conversation, we're live here at Intellectual Radio, iHeartRadio. The phone number to call in is 708-223-8953. Call in, check us out, and let's see what's going on. As we go halfway through this interview, I got something for my man Jay, and I have my line be symbolic, and I'm always having the motivational, inspirational. And you made fun of me in one of your skits. Leon Rogers,
your motivation.
that was hilarious.
I mean, because like Simeon,
That was hilarious.
and I do appreciate your motivation. And in my mind, I'm like, I know he's not happy every day, and I know some days he's like, got to do this stupid motivation. Let me grab my phone and do it. I'm like, I know every day can't be smooth, and so just watch where you do your motivational speeches at.
and the thing about that, Jay, it's true.
Mhm.
I did one. I said sometimes the motivator needs to be motivated,
Right.
because it's one of those things where you got to dig deep sometimes just to try to help people.
Right.
But yeah, but I want to give you this, man.
Oh, thank
it's
you, bro.
education is the key.
Mhm.
Be symbolic shirt That's for you, brother.
Oh, appreciate you, man.
That's for you.
Thank you.
And also, I got one more gift. I'll give it to you a little later.
Okay, cool.
I just went to Madrid, Spain. So it was a great time, man. Beautiful people. Well, I don't know about the beautiful people when it comes to the attitude.
Oh, they were angry?
They're rude.
Oh, wow.
Like, it's a good thing I can speak some Spanish. Because if not,
they were like saying stuff.
I had to let them know I could speak Spanish so they wouldn't be talking about me.
Oh, damn.
But it was some people really nice, some people were rude. And the one thing about it, when you walk downtown and you walk and people bump you, you don't move, no one moves. Even the little old ladies don't even
they
move.
just keep
and so I just got one, I just said, you know what, forget this. One man was coming real fast and I just stiffened up. He hit my arm, he ended up on the ground. He looked at me like, compromiso. I said, yeah, compromiso. That means sorry. Excuse me.
God.
Yep. But so let's get back into it, everybody. I'm talking to Jay Davis, writer, director. Man, the dude is very talented. And a lot of people for years have always said that we look like we were related.
Yeah.
It's so funny to say, yeah, you did that movie with your brother. And I'm like, my brother don't act.
Right, like, what are you talking
and then
about?
It's like, no, and they show me a picture. I was like, oh, Jay, okay, all right.
Hey, it's I forgot his name. It's a comedian. I think I sent it to you. He's a comedian. He's actually got a show with Damon coming up. But he was like out here with my boy Jay Davis, and I'm like, bro, that's Simeon.
You sent me the picture.
Yeah, I'm like, and I hit him up. I'm like, because he tagged me in. I'm like, hey man, that ain't me. That's Simeon. I'm sorry. He like, for real? Like, yeah.
You sent me, and I do everything I can, man. I got a different hairstyle. Yeah. I've been wearing braids. Right. It don't matter. They still think
I gotta see what dude name is. That was the funniest.
I got my phone is over there recording, so I can't pull up the picture. But you have our text messages. It's in our text messages. Jay and I talk a lot, guys. It's a pleasure to have him on the show and just pick his brain and get you guys to go inside the mind of the creator sometime. And so here we go, Jay. Talk to us about Jay Davis, the young boy back in the day who had big dreams filled with uncertainty and how you made those dreams become a reality. Because everybody has those dreams, but you have doubts as well. Yeah. But you pushed through all of that and you did it. What was that like for you?
You starting from when I was a kid.
The young guy.
Yeah, the young guy.
I could only imagine him.
I always knew I wanted to do something other than work a regular job.
Right.
Like, cause when you're young, you get all these like, I want to be a doctor, I want to be that, and then you go to school, you like, that don't seem fun. That's a lot of work. So I knew I wanted to do something comedy related. I just didn't know what. And the thing was, I always could write. I just didn't know I could write.
Okay.
And so like when I had like book reports and stuff to do, I would do them easily. Like the night of, I do like a 10-page paper with no problem. And I remember I had a English teacher told me you should be a writer. And I'm like, I'm gonna be a writer. I ain't gonna be no secretary. Shut up. Get my grade. Leave me alone. I never took it serious. So I forgot her name, but thank you for telling me that a long time ago. And it's just one day I just decided, let me just give it a shot. If I suck at it, oh well. But I just wanted to see if it's possible. And I just started writing shorts. I turned my shorts into my first feature, and I just kept going.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about. And I think people need to hear things like that, man, because whether you're young or older, there's a lot of people with dreams, goals, and aspirations to be something.
Right.
And sometimes people are they scared to step out, bro.
Yeah, people are scared.
They're scared to step out. They're scared to do it. And I think we have to one of my motivational videos the other day was about educating yourself.
Yes.
I think when you educate yourself and you find out how to do it, you look at how other people did it, and you don't try to be like them. You look at how they did it and you put your take on it.
Yeah.
And I think that's why a lot of people miss it, because they don't know how to go after it.
Everything's on YouTube. YouTube is like a university. You can learn how to change the engine on YouTube.
Bro, my little cousin told me today. Look, he told me today, he said, Simeon, I want you to teach me how to be an actor. No, I want to write a movie. I said, I see you on YouTube all the time playing video games and all that. And he looked at me because he knew where I was going with it. I said, look up how to write a movie.
Mhm.
And he said, okay. But I'm telling him, everything is right there.
It's right in front of you. Like I didn't see, like back in the dark ages when me and Simeon was younger, we had these things called libraries, and people would go to the
What's
library,
that?
and then they would ask a lady, "Hey, I'm looking for this," and she like go to a drawer and pull out some cards with numbers on them,
Yes.
and then you got to look up the book and find it, and then look in the book and
Yes.
pray that it's in the book,
That's correct.
because if it's not in the book, you might not figure out what you're looking for.
Jay, slide this way a little bit. I just saw something. Yeah. Okay, there we go. You good.
So,
Yeah, but that's cool. That's true.
yeah, information is literally at your fingertips on your phone. So if you don't want to learn something, that's your fault. If you don't learn anything,
Yeah, that's true. You know what they say? If you want to hide it from
put in a book.
So, guys, here we go. We're talking to Jay Davis. So now we're back. Let's say 14 years to 2010.
Mhm.
I told you it's going to be that kind of interview,
Okay.
right? So talk to us about how you found humor in your life experiences, and share some of those with us. Like what and your go back to 2010,
Mhm.
and what in your life was funny,
Mhm.
not funny, crazy, not crazy. Like what made you get to where you at today?
I swear I look back and have all these weird experiences in my life, and this is one, and I hope I don't get in trouble by saying this, but so I have a cousin, and he has a learning disability,
Uh-oh.
and he's gay. He's
Oh,
older
wow.
than me, and
Oh, wow.
so I always supported him, always loved him. But a long time ago, years ago, I want to say I might have been 22, 23. And my mom was like, "Hey, he's gonna get baptized today. And like, we all want to go support him." Cool.
Mhm.
So we went to the church. It was me, my mom, dad, my niece, sister. We went to the church, and I'm sitting there waiting, waiting for the service to go. And I look over and I see, obviously, it's a gay couple. There's two guys, a younger black guy and an older white guy. I'm like, "Oh, cool, gay couple, no big deal." Then I like look back. I'm like, I saw two women. I'm like, wait a minute, it's two lesbians. That's different. And I kept looking, and I started looking around. I'm like, wait, everybody in this church is gay. And I'm like, wait a minute, this is a gay church. This is an old park. I'm like, we in a gay church. And I'm like, oh, my dad don't find out. Because my dad, like, he gets real uneasy. And I looked over, and he was sweating a little bit. I'm like, oh, he know. And it was just at the time, it wasn't funny because my dad was uncomfortable. But to me, it was just like, I never experienced a gay church. So experiences like that happen to me all the time.
Yeah. Because you've written some stuff like these skits you do.
Mhm.
And I'm just like, what is he thinking about?
Most 95% of the stuff really happens to me.
And that was my question to you,
Mhm.
because I I started off doing comedy. I still do comedy. I do the acting, but even the speaking, everything that comes to me is real.
Right.
And people don't understand. I'm trying to motivate them,
Mhm.
and I'm motivating myself because I'm going through the same thing.
Right.
And they don't.
You got bills? Like, hey, we all got bills.
They don't get it. They like, I'm crying for you and myself.
Right. I'm trying to do this motivation on my phone. Hopefully they don't cut it off in the middle of it.
In the middle, let me at least give me 10 more seconds, T-Mobile.
Right.
But so yeah, man, it's just being able to see that and live it. I think, you know how they say art imitates life. All of these sayings are for a reason, because art does imitate life.
Yes.
And the reason people write about it and do it, somebody did it.
Yeah.
Somebody did. Let me ask you this question, and this is off the interview. What do you think about what's going on with Diddy? What do you think about that?
I think it's gonna get a lot dirtier and crazier once he started dropping names. When they start throwing time at him, and he starts some of y'all favorite entertainers, you're gonna find out he was doing some weird stuff at Diddy house.
You know who I like, bro? Trick Daddy.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Trick Daddy say, I'm so glad y'all didn't invite me to the Grammys to give me no awards, because I ain't gonna work. And he said, it's gonna be a movie coming out.
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna know all the people in the movie.
It's gonna get real in some of them parties, and he's been partying for a long time.
Brother, let me tell you something. You know, I lived in LA.
Yeah.
And I was almost in one of them parties. No, I mean going to the party. I
Right.
don't know what they do at the parties because I never went, but I almost went to a party because come on, man. It's LA.
Right. You get invited to a Diddy party.
Exactly. I had no idea. I never been to one,
Right.
but I'm glad I didn't go.
Yeah.
I ain't need no baby oil all in my eyes.
You know what's funny? All these celebrities that like they were like, you went to a Diddy party? Yeah, but I left before all that.
Well,
Like
everybody left.
Right.
Yeah, I went to the party, but I wasn't there for that. You a dang gonna lie.
All these celebrities got curfews now. Like, whatever.
You probably made sure you ain't get on camera.
Right.
But ain't nobody. Man, I've been to parties in LA. Ain't nobody just leaving the party at 10 o'clock.
Oh, getting tired, gotta go home.
No,
like,
nobody gets no. It's too much cocaine.
Yeah, that keeps you up. So I know you're not finna do a bump and leave.
Never.
So
you're gonna do a bump and get energized.
Yeah.
So man, everybody, I'm talking to Jay Davis. He is creator, one of the creators of the Creative Hustle, writer, director, actor, award-winning writer, director, and actor. And we are here on IntellectualRadio.com, iHeartRadio, the Real Talk Podcast. My man Fly Guy is out. He is traveling with his family for the holidays. So I decided to come sit down with my brother Jay Davis and have a little have a little talk because and I'll say this because and I know Jay is okay for it. I said it. Jay is one of those people, guys, that I might call him and like, well, I'll text him before I call him at like 6 a.m. and I know he'd be looking at his phone like, what are you? Why are you up? Right. I'm like, Jay, I'd be at the gym at 5. But I will say thank you for always responding.
Oh, no problem, man.
For being a real brother,
Right.
and that's what this is about. One of the things this interview is about. I want people to see your genius, but I want them to see the genuineness that you have in your heart for people. And like what they see is who you are.
Yeah.
And I think that's a testament to your mom and your dad.
I feel that. Thank you. I appreciate that. I feel sometimes I be disappointing people because people see certain things. And like I'm an introvert, naturally an introvert.
That is true.
See,
that's hilarious about him, guys.
People will see me and they be like, I be seeing it. They be like waiting for me to do or say something. I'm like, nah, I'm just chilling, bro. It's funny to me.
he guys, if you ever come to a premiere or see him out, he literally just chills.
Yeah,
like for real.
Like I don't, do nothing, say nothing crazy. Like when I'm around my friends, but if like you a stranger, I'm like, how you doing?
Thanks for watching.
Right.
So speaking about that, talk to us about your you being connected to your village.
Mm-hmm.
The life that you're from Bellwood,
mm-hmm.
so you're from out west.
Right.
So what is that like?
It's great now. I always people like, you from Chicago? Nah, not really. I'm from Bellwood. That's just what it is. I'm from Bellwood. I went to private school. But I love Bellwood. I love everything that it taught me. I used to go to the Boys and Girls Club. It used to be just the boys club, but things happen. Yeah. So now it's the Boys and Girls Club. And so, I've always loved Bellwood. I've been here literally my entire life. Shout out to the mayor of Bellwood, Andre Harvey. He came to like my last 3 premieres. So
I met him. Young cat, cool cat.
Cool. So I love Bellwood. Bellwood's a great place. People, they connect Bellwood and Maywood. It's a little different. I'm not saying one's better than the other.
No, it's different.
It's different.
And I found out the difference because I knew people that lived in Maywood, and my uncle lived in Bellwood, and I would rather hang in Bellwood any day.
Hey, I'm just saying we got a grocery store. That's all I'm saying. We have a grocery store. People will be mad at me like, you talking about Maywood. Like, we got a grocery store. Well, tell me where your grocery store is.
Facts. So Jay, let me ask you this. What do you have coming up? I know that mind is always working, and you're always thinking of something. And guys, this, how people are. I'll get on his nerves. I'll be like, dude, let's do something. But what do you have coming up?
It's a lot. Me and Omar, shout out to Omar Moore, director, cinematographer, editor. He's just coming up with different ways to elevate everything we're doing or whatever. He's doing like all kind of CGI stuff. He's like perfecting right now. He's in editing mode now. But we're coming up with stuff. We're planning more of Horrific. We premiered Horrific in October 19th.
Was that?
It was October. Yeah. So we premiered that. Did great. We're gonna like finish that up. Do more episodes for that. It's like a horror anthology series. we have in February the IndieCon Film Festival.
Yes.
The second year for that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah. And we are planning. We gave Damon Williams last year. We
The Bernie Mac.
Yeah, the Bernie Mac Lifetime Achievement Award. The Bernie Mac's family approved us to use the name, create the award, and so this year we are going to do it again, give it to a new recipient in probably June. That's the goal.
Can I ask a question?
Mhm.
Does that award only go to comedians?
Right now, yes. Chicago comedians.
I want to say this to Chicago and you.
Mhm.
You know, I've been doing a lot for our city.
You just putting the name in the hat.
No, because I love what you're doing because
Mhm.
you know I give out to scholarships and all that stuff.
Mhm.
But I've been doing a lot for our city.
Mhm.
And Damon, I love Damon. Oh, Damon's totally.
Yeah.
I was there. I was.
Yeah, I love Damon.
Cheering out to Damon is one of my mentors. You
Mhm.
know, but I was just wondering because you know when you have these awards, you look at who the person is, what they did, what they stood for, and this is how you come up with these awards. And doing those things, man, I think it's really key for our community.
Yes.
So what I'm saying to you is the fact that you guys did that and you started doing that, that is it's a tribute to Bernie Mac and his family, but it's also a tribute to our city and just appreciating the talent that we have here.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we got to get back to, giving our flowers to our people.
While people are here,
yes,
and breathing healthy.
Man, you know what I'm saying? Not giving it to your kid,
right?
or
on behalf. Because real quick, Damon has been like ever since I want to say I first met him in 2015, I think. I was like, hey man, when we gonna do a movie together? Because a mutual friend, not gonna say his name. I said I had a DVD with like sketches. I'm like, hey, could you get this to Damon for me? He like, cool. He never gave it to Damon. Long story short. And so I just saw him randomly at like a premiere. I'm like, hey Damon, what's going on? Hey man, when we gonna work together? He's like, you tell me. I'm like, it's okay. and then like fast forward a year later, we did now he was leading not another black movie.
Yep.
But Damon has always, whenever I like hit him
my
up,
brother.
Yeah. He always was there. He always was like, he promoted it when I didn't ask him to promote it. He did everything like to help. He's always helping people.
He's a true professional too, brother.
Yes.
And now he's always helping people.
Yeah, he showed like I remember the first day of shooting, I was nervous. And because he showed up, he was tired. He just literally got off the plane and came to shoot. And like, I'm like, I think this dude's asleep right now. I didn't think he was ready. But as soon as the camera started rolling, he was going. We was going back and forth. We did like it was the graveyard scene and not another black movie. And me and him was going back and forth. And that was like my favorite scene of the movie. But as soon as the cameras roll, he just went off. And when I gave him that, when me and Omar presented Damon with the award, and I was just saying things about Damon, I got choked up a little bit. I'm like, wow, he's really done a lot. So shout out to Damon Williams, man, for always putting Chicago on a good pedestal.
Yep, and always being a real brother, and he's always willing to give you a hand, whether that's literally give you a hand or give you good advice.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I never forget this. I got to tell this story about Damon. I did a joke, and he loved the joke, but he told me, he said, well, this is what I want you to do next time. He said, do the joke, but he said, flip it a little bit and cater it more to the women. And he was like, because the women are going to be your best audience. You will always want to get them on your side.
Okay.
You get the women on your side, the guy's gonna come.
Yep.
And I did it, and I was like, dang, he wasn't lying.
That makes sense.
It makes it, but the fact that he saw it, a clip, and then he reached out to me,
right?
And I was just like, see, that's what I'm talking about.
It's no, hey, give me a shout out. I want some money. He wants to help people. He wants to help comedy,
genuine,
and Chicago comedy. So shout out to Damon. Thank you for everything.
Yes, indeed. And I want to give a big shout out to Omar Moore. Omar, I think Omar he's one of those brothers. And I see why you guys are so cool, and I see why I get along with him so well. He's one of those brothers that can literally do anything.
Yeah, fuck Omar. He be I'm sorry, my bad. Like, look, this what Omar do. Boop. We'll be this like he will be having a casual conversation, and I'll say something like, yeah, like such and such are doing plays, man. I always wanted to get in there. You're like, I used to do plays like for like 10 years. I'm like, what do you mean? How am I supposed to know that? Like he had all these hidden talents that he doesn't tell you until it's time to do it. I'm like, what are you like? You said, why did you tell me this? He was like when we met, how we got started. I was filming. Me and Diesel was filming stuff at his school. He let us film different scenes at the school, and then when COVID hit, he started doing cartoons and whatever. He's like, hey, you know, I went to film school. How do I know that? Like, why? He's like, you want to shoot some stuff? I'm like, okay.
Why would I just think you went to film school?
I mean, like he's like pulling things out his back. Like, yeah, I went to film school. Let's go.
And show you the credentials.
Yeah, I'm like, so yeah. Shout out to Omar.
And Innovations High School.
Innovations High School.
And they will be doing they're part of
the big
jam this year. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Omar, I'm telling you right now, live in front of thousands and thousands of people. This year, I want to speak at the graduation.
You want to speak?
I got the credentials. I'm ready.
He won't let me speak.
Oh, no. You know what? I love Jay, but you better not let him speak. You might as well get DJ Khaled. Another one.
I tell the kids the truth. Some of y'all last graduation. Let's be honest. I see a bunch of Uber Eats and Amazon delivery drivers up here. So
and want to be what's the thing? Influencers.
Yeah, a bunch of influencers, but
want to be influencers that don't never influence.
Yeah, this will be the last stage and cap and gown some of y'all ever wear. All right, I'm done. Good luck, y'all.
All right, Jay. So I'm gonna tap in on you a little bit because you always, cracking jokes and being funny. What I want you to do before we get out of here is I want you to. It's so funny how time just flies. Mm-hmm. I looked at the time and it was like 8 minutes, and now we're at 32 minutes.
Right.
And do me a favor, drop an empowering affirmation, to the listeners and the audience, and talk to them about the importance of following their dreams and going after it.
It's easy to say I could have did something. You can say that all day long. You won't get tired. But actually going after something you really dream for, like people be like, well, I gotta work, and it's like you're working for somebody who can fire you whenever they want to fire you. Mm-hmm. And you're at a job just to pay your bills. You're not happy. A lot of people aren't. They playing B right now, or playing C. Some that plan A didn't work. And I found that in the pandemic, a lot of people found their passion in the pandemic. They had a lot of free time. They couldn't leave the house. People were sick. That you found what you were passionate about. And if you didn't, then you got to look in yourself. But you need to follow your dreams. Whatever that dream is, educate yourself on that dream, set a goal, and go after it. Because it's like, this life is short. Like, you don't have much time. Depending on the dream, like, hey, man, everybody can't be in the NFL or the NBA. You 35, that dream shot. You better get in the gym now. But it's a lot of stuff that people can do, and you have the power to do it in some capacity at your fingertips. Pick your phone up. Google something. How do I learn how to write a screenplay? I taught myself how to write screenplays. I Googled it and went on YouTube and figured out how to properly format a script.
Right.
You can go get Final Draft. You can get a free version of Final Draft right now today for 90 days, and you can write scripts. Yep. Mm-hmm. It's a lot you can do on a lower scale. You just got to try. You got to put forth an effort and ask. There's nothing wrong with asking. Me and Omar were sitting talking, and I was like, we want to give Damon an award. What award can we give Damon? And I was like, what about if we had named the award the Bernie Mac Lifetime Achievement Award? He was like, cool. Let's see what the family say. So I reached out to his daughter on Instagram. She said, I love the idea. Ask my mom. She's in charge of his estate. I reached out to the Bernie Mac Foundation, and I sent an email, and I asked. I said, my name is Jay Davis. I introduced myself. I want to create the Bernie Mac Lifetime Achievement Award to celebrate people who have outstanding contributions in comedy from Chicago. We would like to give it to Damon Williams, the first award. 2 days later, her mom and her mom's attorney said, yes, approved. Yeah. All you got to do is ask.
That's what I'm talking about.
Ask, and you'll never know what happened. You'll never know what say yes.
Because you ask not.
Yeah, exactly. So follow your dreams. It's like I know that sounds cliche, but you can do a lot of stuff if you try.
Yeah. I'll have to say this, everybody. Seems like Jay has heard a few be symbolic moments. No, man. Hey, but I'm gonna tell you like this, Jay. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate what you do. I appreciate who you are. I appreciate my soror, my sister, Crystal.
Gang banging. Y'all be
Man,
gang banging.
man,
Like, do y'all know that's like gang banging?
And that's my homie. Hey, look, what's so funny is that's my homie. And she treat me just like a brother too. And we see each other, y'all. We can be dressed to the nines, and we coming up on each other.
I gotta go. Like, so Thanksgiving's coming up, and I don't know if y'all got Greeks in y'all family, but it's Caesar Zeta and my sister, AKA, and they're gonna. It's like I'm like, we're trying to have a turkey, and y'all are like gang banging at the table.
They're gonna be E up and ski weeing and all that stuff.
So, like, Jesus.
All right, man. So here, really quick. So remember, everybody, December 15th, get your tickets. I'm going to make sure I put it up again so you guys can see the flyer just by itself, so you guys can get your tickets. Do me a favor. If you watch the show or if you go to it from my page, let Jay Davis know that you saw him on the Simeon Henderson show, the Fly Guy show, the Real Talk podcast.
He's a deacon.
And yeah,
the Fly Guy, a deacon.
Fly Guy.
I gotta meet
we're gonna come back
dude.
to that. You seen Fly Guy before?
I think I have.
You've seen Fly Guy before, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Is he a poet?
No, he ain't no poet.
I've seen him before. That name.
He dresses really eccentric.
Okay, so he's a pimp. Most deacons are pimps. Okay, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. Shout out.
Fly Guy, you hear that? He called you a pimp. P-I-M-P. So real quick. So so we got the red carpet exclusive experience coming to the Hollywood Boulevard Cinema in Woodridge, Illinois, December 15th. How can listeners get the tickets?
Just go on Eventbrite, search Creative Hustle, get your tickets ASAP. It's limited seating. This is when I say exclusive, it's one screening, less than 100 seats. So we want, this is like a test. We're going to show some of the sketches we got, want to see how people react to them, and we're going to play some on the show. This season, when I say it's big, it's big. We have 8 episodes, 8 30-minute episodes, 16 comedians, 25 sketches, 8 musical performances.
Cool. So tell everybody where they can see season 1. How they can catch season 1.
Catch season 1 on Tubi. Just go find it on Tubi or whatever. Just Google it, Creative Hustle. And follow me. Follow at J Davis, Jay Davis TP, and follow Omar. He need more followers. BLE_cinema. BLE_cinema.
You better tell them kids to follow him. Hey, man, got a whole school. Right. Man, when I work in the schools, I tell all the kids, take out your phone. Take out your phone.
You can't do that as a teacher.
What do you mean? I'm not a teacher.
What are you doing?
I'm a coach. And I can do that. I'm gonna
take out the phone and do push-ups. What you want to do?
No, but look. So the reason I can do it is because my stuff is all motivational. There's no buffoonery on there. It's you see you don't see it. With the buffoonery is live.
Right. Okay.
but the thing is, we have to get more stuff out for the youth to see, so they can see. So we got to mix it up a little bit, because the debauchery and all that's out there.
Well, like,
it's easy, it's right at the fingertips.
Like a lot of them, they see influencers and they assume that, and that's not even easy. You can't just say, "Oh, I want to do that." Like, they worked at that. They spent time. That's really, a job. They do that for 8 hours. So I never talk crap about influencers. Like, the ones who are really doing it and making money, they put in work.
Like, they working, and trust me. They working. I was looking at my dang on YouTube. I said, "Do you know how many motivational videos I've done?
Yeah,
like between now and 10 years. Like, it's stupid."
Yeah.
I said, "Why did I do all those videos?"
Why do all
One,
these?
I was trying to help people, I guess.
Right? I did all these, and y'all still voted for Trump.
I'm done. I ain't gonna say nothing else. But no, seriously, Jay, thank you for joining the Real Talk podcast.
Oh, man, thank
with
you,
me and the Fly Guy. The Fly Guy's not here. We want you to continue to motivate and inspire others to be successful. And God bless you in everything you're doing, brother. I'm gonna tell you right now, and I know I've told you before, but I'm telling you in front of everybody, man, I'm super proud of you.
Thank
I
you.
love you like a brother, and I want you to just keep working hard and doing what you do, because people are watching and people are taking note, and you're inspiring people on levels that you could never even imagine.
Oh, I appreciate that, man. I really do. If somebody listening to this and y'all was thinking about doing cocaine or something, do it. But in the morning, get your life together. I know how much that costs. So do that first thing in the morning. Start going after your dreams.
He said, go knock that out one time.
Right.
Hey, but I want to give you something, brother. I know I've never seen you smoke a cigar, but I have a cigar from Madrid, Spain.
I'm a smoker.
It's a Don Thomas cigar.
Okay.
So you know it's a good one.
That's good. You stuck it through customs? Did they do that random search?
Yeah, they did. Look, they asked me, they said, did you bring anything or buy anything? I said, just a couple of t-shirts and some keychains. And they said, okay. I was like, really? You're not going to check? Okay.
Yeah.
Man, I got like 50 cigars, bro.
I always get the random search. Like, that's not random. If I get searched every time, that's not random. Lottery's random.
So, guys, you're watching the Real Talk Podcast with Simeon, Chicago Fly Guy, Intellectual Radio, iHeartRadio. Shout out to Earl, the other Winfrey, my girl Wanda. I appreciate you guys. Wanda, take us out.
Earl just walked in here. That was Earl?
That is not Earl.
Oh, I thought that was.
That's Tyrone crazy
okay.
self. That is not Earl. But yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Make sure you tune in, like the page, go to the YouTube, follow, subscribe. Everywhere on Facebook, Instagram, Real Talk Podcast, Simeon Henderson. Remember, be symbolic, simply your best, because when you're deeply rooted, it stimulates your growth. Peace out.
Yeah, I like that.
Here I am.
Waiting on somebody to get on your level. Waiting on that one that could just switch up the flow. Party every weekend, but still like to smoke it.